Should you get and build Spectral? Short answer, probably yes. Long answer, this entire video.
勝利の歌？あるにはあるけど、今歌うわけにはいかないわ。真の勝利はまだずっと遠くにある。そうでしょ
Laurentina, codename Specter, the Unchained, is a limited 6-star dollkeeper specialist from A-Gear. This alternate version of Specter is her after her mental condition stabilized, regaining her memory and personality after the series of events in Iberia. However, in some occasions that makes her emotionally intense. Specter is seen showing her alter ego, unknown whether deliberately or because of the relapse of her disease. Either way, she's here as a Rhodes Island operator, and together fighting the threat of the sea monsters. Specter Alter, or Spectral as what I prefer, is the limited character installed for an Arvis event and the first 6-star dollkeeper. And personally, her art, sound design and L2D are my favorites. Also keep in mind that Alter and the original version can't be used together. So you'll have to choose between the Alter or the original. That is the most suitable for the stage you're facing. But roughly 6 months from now, there will be an update, where Alter and the original can be used together in a stage or base. Being an Alter of a 5-star guard that is still widely used and viable in many contents. How will this 6-star Specter compare to the original version and other operators? Let's find out. As a dollkeeper, when she takes lethal damage she won't be retreated. But instead, she will awaken what's asleep inside. And by that I mean she will be replaced by her substitute. The substitute has the same stats as Spectral. But by some factors like module effect, they can have different stats. The substitute also has 0 block count, different abilities and range. The substitute can't gain any SP. So Spectral will be on the SP lockout. The substitute will be on the field for 20 seconds. After that Spectral will be back with full HP. But if the substitute is defeated before 20 seconds, that means Spectral will be retreated. And you will have to wait for 70 seconds before deploying her again. But having 0 block count, the substitute is pretty much safe from harm. Unless the enemy can use a ranged attack or force retreat ability. As for her general stats, thanks to her E2 talent max HP boost, she can have massive 3500 HP, even more than some 6 stars defenders. She also has decent damage for a single target unit, to act as a lane holder or bait unit by also utilizing her substitute. Her stats is also higher than her 5-star guard, but slightly less defense. Now let's see her talents. With her first talent, her substitute has 3x3 range, and inflict movement speed reduction and AoE arts damage every second. While it offers a crowd control that no other dollkeeper can do, this talent is quite mediocre when compared to others who can do a similar job, such as the ambusher specialist who can offer better stalling and arts damage. And even the movement reduction of her substitute is lower than Mostimer S3. She barely stalls the enemy, and the arts damage is nothing good. It's not a very helpful substitute, but don't give up on this just yet. With the help of her module, this talent can become better. But first, let's see her second talent. When Spectral is in the team, all Abyssal Hunters will get a 20% HP boost. Simple but helpful for Spectral herself, or if you have other Abyssal Hunters. For increasing the max HP and HP regeneration from Gladier's talent. And once Alter and the original character can be used together, the Guard Spectre will become a monster with this talent. Now this is the list of her potential. It makes her stronger, but overall she's fine without one. Now let's see her module. Her first module that is released during her debut event is the X module. That will increase the substitute attack, and increase Spectral's HP and attack stats. Considering how low her substitute's attack multiplier, the level 1 module won't make her substitute deal significantly more damage. The stats boost are nice but somewhat unnecessary. Overall, just unlocking this module is a waste of material. But fortunately, we have the module upgrade that significantly helps her problem. For the module upgrade, it will enhance her first talent, giving more movement reduction and arts damage, and makes Spectral instantly gain some SP when she returns to the field. This module upgrade will fix not only Spectral but all Dollkeeper issues in general, since Dollkeeper will enter an SP lockout state when they are replaced by substitute. That will hurt their skills uptime. This upgrade effect will address the issue by giving her SP she would have gathered where she's not on the SP lockout. On top of that, it will increase the movement reduction and arts damage. With level 3 her movement reduction is now the same as Saria S3. And 80% arts damage combined with the substitute plus 15% attack is now considered a powerful attack. And this module is great to pair with her skill 2, which we will talk soon. As for the second module, that should be released in Ideal City event in January 2023. It will increase the substitute max HP and give her more various stats boost even at level 1. But the level 1 effect of this module doesn't help Spectral all that much, as her substitute already got big max HP from the second talent. As for the upgrade, Spectral will enhance her second talent, giving more max HP, and now can increase the SP recovery of all Abyssal Hunters including herself. If you want to play using all of Abyssal Hunters that is available in your team, this is a great module for you, to boost their HP and SP recovery, and to compensate for that SP lockout for Spectral. This module is great to pair with her skill 3, which we will talk more about later. So with that, which module is the best for Spectral? Well, it kinda depends on what skill you're going to use. But in general her first module is better as it's making the most out of her substitute. That can sometimes offer a better utility than the main character. While the second module is pretty much for buffing Abyssal Hunters, or if you don't want her to be replaced by her substitute too often. But keep in mind her module is only impactful once it's upgraded. The level 1 module of Dollkeeper Specialist is really weak, barely fixing their issues. Now moving to her skills. Spectral will exchange her HP with the surrounding ally with the lowest HP, and she will gain an increased attack. When she first released in CN, I thought she exchanged max HP with the lowest max HP unit in range. So that means Spectral will get killed easier and using her substitute. But it's actually just an HP percentage. So this can be used to heal Spectral herself or other operator. And anyone can work with this skill even if the allied unit has more HP than her. Also, the attack boost of this skill is quite big. And you can actually activate this skill without any allied unit around her. So this is a good starter skill, but better not to focus on this one. As for her second skill, increase her attack and attack speed, and preventing her from being defeated until the skill duration ends. And when it ends she will be replaced by her substitute. This skill is similar to her 5-star version skill 2. It offers great damage when fighting only one single enemy, and survivability against enemies that can easily one-shot her. And instead of being stunned that will just let the enemy through, she will be replaced by her substitute, slowing their movement and dealing arts damage. At first it looks better than being stunned, but what makes most people don't like this is that this skill will force Spectral to be replaced by her substitute. And without her first module level 2 and 3 upgrade, I don't like it either. At level 7 this skill needs 35 SP cost, but since she will be replaced by her substitute, you will be entering 20 seconds of SP lockout. That's pretty much waiting for 55 seconds to charge her SP again. Overall this is a strong DPS skill that sometimes even beats her S3. But this skill will only become a great skill once you upgraded her first module. Lastly, her third skill. Increase her attack interval by 1 second. Increase her attack and max HP, and attack multiple enemies equal to block count. If she's attacking an enemy that has equal or bigger HP than her, she will deal additional physical damage, otherwise, she will lose some HP. This is pretty much her main DPS skill. Unfortunately, she will only give the most out of her damage when the enemies have equal or more HP than her. For this skill, think about as you are using a Musha guard, where lower HP means profit. Also, this is the best skill if you want Spectral to be a lane holder, or if you don't want her to use her substitute too often. And her second module level 3 will be perfect for this skill, to increase her SP recovery since this skill has the biggest SP cost. But her first module is also useful, in case she got defeated. For skill mastery priority, it will depend on what module you're going after. If it's the X module, her S2 is pretty much an S tier. But I find her S3 is the best choice for general usage. And still got the usefulness from the X module if she gets defeated. As for her base skills, when training Specialist Operator Mastery, increase the training speed by plus 30%. And an additional plus 65% if training for Mastery 3. But because of her skill 2, when training for M3 she will consume more moral. So, will Spectral become a good operator for your team? I must say the current Spectral is quite mediocre. And she needs a lot of investment from the module to make her great. For a newbie her E1 skills can provide some good utility. But her 5-star version can also provide it at a cheaper cost. Although for someone who already have well-built team, being a doll keeper she offers a utility that no other can do. Such as being deployed in an outrageous position near enemy spawn point. Or some crowd control and arts damage with her X module. And being a specialist, she's the closest thing we get to a guard class. So perhaps in a stage where guard is being restricted, or in IS mode, Spectral can become a good alternative. And not to mention the buff she will bring to the Abyssal Hunters. And being a limited, her debut banner is the best place to get her. Otherwise you will have to accumulate 300 pulls to get her in the future limited banner. And in her debut banner you'll have the chance to get Irene, one of the top tier burst unit. That should be all. Wait. Nice try. Better luck next time. That should be all. Adios.
あれれ